Okay, I think everyone saw the thumbnail. Y'all said some crazy stuff. Yo, what is up guys? Today I'm going to be reacting to your Bee Swarm Simulator hot takes. You guys sent a ton of hot takes, so it's going to be hard to fit them all into one video. So I'm going to try to fit as many as possible, but there's a chance some of yours might not be in here. Also, please don't take anything I say in this video seriously. I respect all of your opinions, and this video is just to make people laugh. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we're going to talk about the macroing takes, because a lot of people's hot takes were about macroing. If you don't know what macroing is, pretty much it lets the game play for you while you're AFK. Some people love macroing and some people hate it. Macroing is clearly cheating, and Onit only keeps it so he can make more money. If Onit's keeping it, that means it's not cheating. If it were cheating, then Onit would ban it. The fact that Onit is allowing it means it's technically not cheating, but I do agree that Onit's probably only keeping it for the money. It definitely should be cheating. It should be. That was one hot take against macroing. Now we're gonna look at a hot take in favor of macroing, and that is macroing revolutionized and improved the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree on this one. I will admit macroing does have its benefits. Macroing allows players to still progress a little bit without having to waste too many hours of their life on this Roblox game. But I feel like it's also kind of become a problem because now you can't get on the leaderboards at all if you don't macro. Like, macroing at this point is so accepted into the Bee Swarm community that almost all the pro players macro now, and it's impossible to compete with them on the leaderboards if you don't macro, which in my opinion is kind of absurd. Instead of Onit allowing macros, I think he should have just reworked the game to make it less grindy and more fun. That way people wouldn't want to macro in the first place. Alright, we got a bit of a long one. Macroing isn't that great if you want to experience the true side of Bee Swarm. As someone who's never macroed, and can't macro for that matter, I have to endure the hardships of grinding, yes, but the payoff feels much more earned. All of my other friends macro and I just kinda see it as cheating, since they don't have to do anything. Honestly, I agree with that. The grind does feel a bit more earned if you don't macro at all. But at the same time, I feel like people overestimate how useful macro actually is. Even if you macro a bunch, it's still a crazy grind and still takes some effort in order to get the items you want. But I definitely see where you're coming from, and for the most part, I agree with what you said. Alright, that's it for the macroing takes. Glitter is actually easy to get. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I think glitter is kinda hard to get. It's not the hardest, especially when compared to things like glue. But in my opinion, it's definitely not easy to obtain. But I can see where you're coming from. Glitter isn't that hard to get. Buy Photon Bee first. No! Okay, I have a confession to make. I actually did buy Photon Bee before Tabby Bee. Wait, what? Blender is overrated.
How else am I supposed to get my crafting materials?
I hope I'll get in a vid after 5 takes. Okay, fine, we'll look at one of your takes. Fuzzy bees are overrated?
How dare you? How absolutely dare you insult the glory, the art that is the fuzzy bee?
Coconut is the best mixed field? Coconut's a white field, not a mixed field. A mixed field would be something like cactus. But nah, besides that, I completely agree. Coconut is so underrated. I ship Windy Bee with Vicious Bee. I never seen a Bee Swarm Simulator ship before. How do y'all come up with this stuff? But nah, for real, that's actually kind of a W ship because they're both the boss bees. Honestly, that's actually a good ship. I'm gonna start shipping that too. Someone already answered this one for me, and yeah, that's not a hot take. What Spirit Bear says is not that long. What do you mean it's not that long? I'll literally be spamming the dialogue button, like, and she'll still be talking. It's interesting to read what Spirit Bead says. Honestly, I agree with this one. Spirit Bead has a lot of funny and interesting dialogue. It's just that it's a lot of dialogue. Put Sprinkler in slot 1 and your life turns into a great direction. I mean, yeah, it's probably best to put Sprinkler in the first slot, but I don't think it matters that much unless you macro or something. Bee Swarm isn't a grinding game. Okay, that's objectively a false statement. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's totally not a grinding game at all. You barely have to do any grinding in Bee Swarm Simulator. Like, it only takes 5 seconds to get all the equipment you need. It's totally not a grinding game at all, guys. Vector Bee is trash. Okay, I've never used Vector Bee before, so my opinion probably isn't that valid, but I guess I agree. I never really see anyone talking about anything special with Vector Bee, or Spicy Bee for that matter. Usually I just see people talking about Precise Bee, Tadpole Bee, Buoyant Bee, but I never see anyone talking about Vector Bee, so you're probably right. Why do stickers exist? They ruined the game. Honestly, that's kind of valid. They made the Summer Beesmas 2024 a lot worse. But after that event, Own It made sure to fix the next Beesmas so the stickers aren't as important, so I don't really have any problems with the stickers anymore. Porcelain Dipper is kinda mid. That's pretty valid, but at the same time, all tools in the entire game are kinda mid. Most of your pollen comes from bees, not tools. So I wouldn't say Porcelain Dipper is mid, it's just that all the tools in the entire game are pretty mid. Like, you could say that about literally anything. You could say Porcelain Dipper's mid, you could say the Spirit, what's it called, the Petal Wand is mid. You could say that about a lot of the tools in the game, not just Porcelain Dipper. Playing the game with friends is 10 times more fun. Honestly, that's not even a hot take, that's like, yes. It's so much more fun with friends.
Like, low-key, no cap, not even gonna lie.
Playing while not eating pasta is the worst thing someone can do. For real, you always gotta have that pasta. Bubble Bee is literally the best bee. How can you say that when Tadpole Bee exists? Like, Tadpole Bee is just Bubble Bee, but with more bubbles.
More bubbles! More bubbles!
More bubbles!
Getting Petal Belt over Petal Wand. I'm not sure if that's even a hot take. Literally on so many of my videos, the whole comment section, a bunch of people are saying that I should have gotten Petal Belt instead of Petal Wand. Like, low-key, that's not a hot take, that's a cold take. Actually, would cold take mean also controversial, or would cold take be like not I don't know. Gifted Vicious Bee is the best bee in the game. I mean, if you want to fight bosses more frequently, I guess. It's probably really useful for quests. I love magic beans. I do too. I put my sprinkler on slot 2 because I like to have microconverters on 1 when I am boosting. I mean, I don't know if that's really a hot take, but I guess it has to be a little hot because I disagree. Honey Day is 2 times better than ordinary bee swarm. I mean, I guess so. Double your pollen, double the fun. 2 Robotniks are way worse than what? Wait, what are we talking about? I hate killing the werewolf. Why? What did the werewolf do to you? Honey Mask is better than Bubble and Flame, and also the Petal Belt is better than the Petal Wand, which is better than Windy Bee. Okay, that last part isn't that controversial, but the first part is. A lot of people hate Honey Mask, especially my viewers for some reason. Blue backpackers aren't bad, and some just use it because they don't know it's stereotyped. Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's actually anything wrong with using the blue backpack. I mean, what else are you supposed to use before you get the porcelain backpack? Unless you want to use the red backpack, but if you don't like getting red pollen, then that like defeats the purpose. Obviously, if you like blue pollen and you haven't gotten porcelain hive yet, then you're gonna get the blue backpack. Until you reach the porcelain backpack, of course. Black Bear quests are fun. I mean, his quests are literally just collecting pollen, but I guess that's better than most quests. At least it's not like Own It and Panda Bear that make you kill a bunch of ants that takes forever. None of these are hot takes XD, just obvious statements. My hot take is that I'm 99% sure someone will find a way to make Scorch Shower work for red in the near future. I don't know what Scorch Shower is, so no comment. The best mythic bee is Precise. I've never used Precise before, but I've heard it's really good, especially for red hives and stuff. I like Brave Bee. I like his concept and design, but when it comes to how useful he actually is, he's not that good. Photon Bee is the worst 500 ticket event bee. I like Photon Bee because he like zaps lightning all over the field and like gets rid of a lot of flowers, which gives you a bunch of pollen. I don't really see any issue with him. I don't know what's wrong with him. I spend all my money on gambling and I've gotten 3 mythics so far. That's not even a hot take, that's just something that happened to you, but nice. You're actually very lucky. Most people lose everything when they try to gamble for mythics, but you actually got some mythics, so nice job. White is objectively the best hive color. Yes, it literally is. It makes the most honey out of all of them. It's not even a debate. White is objectively the best hive color, also the most expensive to get, but once you get it, you will make more honey than all the other hive colors. Bamboo Field is by far the worst field. I would say Bamboo Field's the most forgettable field, not necessarily the worst though. I don't even need to say my least favorite field because someone said it for me. There you go. Pay to win makes you progress a lot faster than being free to play. One of my friends went from 25 area gear to coconut boots, petal wand, and a petal belt within like 2 months. I mean, low-key, that isn't necessarily the pay to win kicking in. Anyone could probably do that in 2 months as long as they're playing consistently. I'm not even joking, you can literally go from 0 bees to porcelain dipper if you play super consistently for like 2 weeks. I don't think it's necessarily paid to win that made your friend progress so fast. It could be, but I feel like just playing consistently in general can do that as well. If you play Bee Swarm Simulator, you play Bee Swarm Simulator. A wise man once said that. Were you that wise man? Cause if so, yo, low-key, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that Bee Swarm players actually played Bee Swarm. That was a W fact. I learned a lot from that. Okay, we saved the best for last. I know what you've all been waiting for.
Hey, it's the thing from the thumbnail.
So, my opinion on this comment right here, well, is this you anytime you go into Coconut Field? Once again, don't take anything I said in this video seriously. This video is just for laughs. I respect all of your opinions and it was really fun reacting to all of your hot takes. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a wonderful day.